exactly, you know?
Tucked down because we couldn't see what was going on the other side of the tarp. So I took my pocket knife, cut the tarp down so I could see what was going on the other side for officer safety. Because there's dogs out there, big dogs, I don't know. There's people out there, there's some people that have issues with law enforcement. I'm not going to be attacked from behind a tarp when I can just take my knife and cut the tarp where I can see
You've
what's
also
going
got to put strings up, booby trapping all out through here to try and trip us and booby trap stuff so when we walk through here at night.
Okay, well, I mean, there are front entrances to their camps.
How am I supposed to identify that, sir?
Well, I would imagine that you know that better than I would. I mean, you're
no,
a
I
police
can't.
officer.
I can't identify a front entrance to a transient camp where there's tarps going all the way around. I don't know which part's the entrance, but I still can't see on the other side of the tarp. I cannot see on the other tarp. I was here during the day.
Well, then you know where the entrances are.
I know where the entrance is, but not to the rest of the camp. When they've got it all circled around with the tarp, I can't see on the other side of the tarp. I have to be able to see on the other side of the tarp for officer safety. I cut one open so it falls down so I can see what's going on the rest of the way inside that little camp area. That's officer safety issue.
Okay.
They're trespassing. I don't even know what.
Right.
Where's the question at?
Okay. Well, my question here is, since this is DOT property, technically this isn't your jurisdiction. Like, you should be coming out with state officers along with Department of Transportation, correct?
What county are we in?
Escambia County.
There you go.
But isn't that state Department of Transportation is owned by the state, correct?
Department of Transportation is owned by the state, but it's within Escambia County, so it's within our jurisdiction.
You realize
well,
there's
actually,
also county.
You realize
there's also county Department of Transportation as well, correct?
Correct. Okay. So, but do you have any paperwork from Department of Transportation asking you to come out to?
What is the sign right there?
Authorized personnel only. It's posted all the way
around.
So you're allowed to come out here and rouse people up in the middle of the night.
I asked them to leave, and we came back to check on the progress. We asked them this afternoon. We asked them last week. We came back to check on the progress to let them know that we're asking. We're serious about them leaving.
Everybody was here earlier when we were here. They're not always out here, so we have to make multiple attempts to come through to talk to everybody to make sure that we have spoken to everybody.
Okay, and.
So, we can be out here at any point in time. The call volume doesn't allow us to be out here only between the hours of 8 and 4.
On top of that fact, they're not in their camps between the hours of 8 and 4. They're out trying to...
I'm in these camps between the hours of 8 and 4.
Let me ask you a simple thing. Do you agree anybody on the other side of that fence is trespassing?
I agree.
Yes or no?
You. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Have you seen what it looks back here?
How many beds are available in the city or in the county of Pensacola and any given
That's
night?
out of our control. Have you seen what it looks like down there? Have you seen the feces in the trees? Have you seen the trash all over the place?
I have seen this particular area right down here.
It's every area.
But over on the other sides, there are some that are extremely nice in comparison to what I've seen around.
And they weren't there when we got here.
Actually, one of the nicest areas.
But that's not the issue. They're still trespassing.
But yet, we do not get the opportunity to say, okay, well, you can stay because yours is nice, but you got to go because you're destroying the place.
Do you have anywhere?
That's not our responsibility. That's not my responsibility.
Is it not protect and serve? I mean,
what does that have?
Are they not citizens of Pensacola?
You need to get that light out of my eye, by the way. Thank you. You see my point. It's like I'm trying to help these people, and there's not enough services to help these people. But that's again.
The situation
this is my problem. Is I try to work with y'all, and y'all go, "That's not my problem. Sorry." You know,
what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Take them? I mean, like, and
what am I supposed to do?
So we overlook this?
So we just overlook how they're right next to where children are playing. If they hit a ball over the fence and it goes back in the woods, would you want one of your nephews or nieces or own kids going back in the woods where it's trashed at? Get that light out of my eye again, okay? This is the last time I'm going to ask you. It's an officer safety issue. I can't see what you're doing over there.
I'm not trying to put you on, sorry.
Officer, none of us are trying to.
I don't know you from anybody, and I'm going home at the end of my shift. Okay?
May I hand you my business card?
No, I do not need your business card. Thank you very much, sir. I'm going home. I got a family to provide for. I'm not taking a chance with my life.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
And I take enough chances with my life on a daily basis to where I'm not going to let something like this catch me off guard. Okay, I'm not saying you're doing anything bad, but I'm not letting him shine a bright light in my eyes to where I can't see either and lose my night vision.
Well, could you be respectful and have your officer do the same?
He's shining his light right through there.
He's pointing his down, and you know.
He's pointing his right there where he can see what he's doing with his hands and what you're doing with your hands and what she's doing with her hands.
All right.
He's pointing that light directly in my eyes, and when he stops doing it, I don't say a word.
The purpose of him doing that is because he's trying to film us right now.
Yes, sir.
And I don't care if
he
he
has
films.
a legal right to film.
And I don't have a problem with him filming.
But
Okay?
he's not going to shine a bright light in my
I'm not
eyes to where I
shining. I'm
can't
not
see.
shining my light in your eyes. Am I?
No.
Pointed down at the ground. Okay.
All right.
And that is for officer safety, so I can see what your hands are doing.
All right. I got you. So, do I have y'all's permission to go through and check on everyone and make sure they're all right?
You have the right to do that if you want to.
Okay.
Now they're all going to be upset because we said they got to go because they got to go.
Oh, yes, sir. I understand that they're all upset.
And I understand your point of view. 3 of those camps over there are nice. They take care of it. They're clean. They're just happen to be in a bad situation in their lives. But we can't differentiate from the way this looks and half of that looks for the 2 or 3 that looks good. We hate dealing with the 2 or 3 that looks good that are just in a bad position.
If you'd have been over there, you'd have heard us talking about that.
We said, hey, we hate to do it to you, but
Well,
everybody's got to go.
If we, like I said, we don't have the right to differentiate and say you can stay because yours is nice, but you got to go because you're tearing the place up. If we tell one to go for the trespassing and they're all trespassing,